Hey, what's up, everybody? It's JCO keeping real Forest King back for a weekly forecast for the week of the 22nd to the 27th. And this week is going to be very news driven. So let's get back at it. So right now, always look at forexfactor.com, see what's going on for the week. So you can see Sunday big holiday affecting the New Zealand pair, which means that pair's going to probably be slow, but Sundays is usually chill. So I don't really focus heavily on Sunday, but let's get into Monday. Monday, a lot of low impact news events, nothing too crazy news wise. But then the party starts on Tuesday, where there's a lot of news events starting from London session that's going to affect the GBP pair and euro, going into the New York session, which is going to affect the USD, and then Asia session AUD. So Tuesday, just be mindful, especially if you're a scalper, of the volatility. And then we get to Wednesday, London session. You got the euro pair is going to be affected, and then the CAD pair for New York session. So the BOC monetary policy report and BOC rate statement is very high impact news. So just be cautious when you trade the CAD pair. And then obviously the USD pair is going to be affected, especially when Fair Chair Powell speaks. And then Thursday, we're going to do more news events during the New York session. The euro and the USD is going to be volatile, so just be mindful. And then to end the week with Friday, the USD is going to be high impact news. So just be mindful for trading USD pairs. And you can also check out investing.com to learn more about currencies, what's going on, and news events if you're a fundamental trader. Uh, so what else? What else? So let's look at some charts right now. So right now for XRP, I am this trade right now since we're on an uptrend. So I am on a minor buy. I'm riding this trend up a little bit. So right now I got in on a lower time frame, on a 1 hour, because I saw the doji reversal candle to get in to know for the buy. And sometimes it could take a couple hours to play out, so just gotta be patient. And now let's look at GBP USD. So this pair I am in a buy last week. So right now this pair been consolidating last week. So it hasn't had the best movement to take off for the uptrend. But right now, my buys is still an uptrend to see if we're gonna break this high. So right now, it's been consolidating. So right now, I'm trying to see. So if the pair drops down and breaks this area of support and create a structure for more of a downtrend, then I'll have to change my bias. But as of now, my bias is riding it back up for this uptrend. So that's what I see right now for this pair. But we'll see what happens. But that's where I'm going with for that. Clear out this. Okay, let's look at the next chart. Uh, let's look at GBP JPY. So this pair is right now it's an uptrend based off the structure, but right now we're gonna see if we're gonna break this high. Right now, if it breaks down this low, then we know the structure changed. So right now, like I said last week, this pair also been consolidating. It's kind of funny. So if you're gonna trade this, you better get on a lower time frame. Right now, this 4-hour chart, but you will get a lower time frame and look for a position to see if you can crash the trend upwards. But due to the structure, this pair could literally potentially push down one more time and create a reversal and go back up. But it all depends on what happens with this breakout. Because usually when the pair consolidates, it's going to be like a breakout to the upside, or breakout to the downside, then shoot it up, or potentially breaking down. So just be mindful. But as of now, this pair is still an uptrend, so I'm focused on buy opportunities at this moment for this pair. If I was to trade in ammo positions. And let's look at GDP New Zealand 4-hour chart. So this is an uptrend. So this could take a while to play out to get to the top. This is a 4-hour chart. So right now, just look for buy positions. Like if it trades down, you could get a buy position to ride back up. But as you can see, this pair kind of been smooth the way it moves. So even the pushes are not that crazy. So it can really like kind of gradually go back up. But I will be mindful for sell opportunities around this zone area. Depending on what structure is created, I'll look for a sell opportunity potentially. But as of now, I'm riding it back up to the top. So that's my take on GBP New Zealand. So let's look at the next pair. So Euro AUD. So Euro AUD been on a uptrend. There was like a daily reversal here. That's why it's been pushing upwards. So right now we can expect it to, even if we retraces, might retrace down a little bit, but we expect it to, gradually come back up to retest the previous high. It can literally retest it, retrace down and break, or it could, retest it and then start to come back down or whatever. But it all depends on the structure when it retests the previous high. But as of now, it's an uptrend, so just look for buy opportunities to be on the safe side with trading this pair. Okay, let's look at the next pair. So GBP AUD. So this pair is an uptrend. So as you can see, it went past the 78 and 100% zone, um, but it created like a reversal structure and came back up for an uptrend. So right now, we're looking for the uptrend to ride back upwards. So for GBABD, right now focusing on buy opportunities. So focusing on buy opportunities, be on the safe side since we're still on an uptrend at this moment. And now let's look at US 30. For those who trade US 30, this pair is very volatile. We are in a downtrend, so just be mindful for focus on sells ideally, depending on your strategy. If you're trying to scalp or swing, right now we're in a downtrend, so ideally sells will be ideal, nice focus. But right now, based on my 4-hour structure, I noticed we did not come back up to 70.6. It hit a area in the past of previous support that was resistance now and dropped down. So this week we literally could test this previous area and we could either come down and break it and do a continuation, or we could come down and reject it as support and come back up slightly. So all depends what happens around this zone. If we come back down to retest or break. But ultimately, I'm just focused on sells, ideally for this pair. Unless I'm scalping on a lower time frame and I see a nice buy setup based off the current structure. So that's that. Okay, so now NAS 100. So NAS 100, I'm starting to analyze it recently, and I could see that it is downtrend on the 4-hour chart. We literally could come back and test this area of previous support. We could literally come down here, test this area of previous support. Since we have a strong bearish candle from last week. Since this pair is a downtrend, ideally you should focus on sell setups to be on the safe side. And now, I guess last pair to analyze will be gold. So we go to the daily. So right now, gold's pushing up due to stuff that's going on in the world, like this war. Um, Gold's a safe haven, so many investors like to invest in gold during these times. So right now, as you can see on a daily chart, that gold is um it pushed down here, but now we created the beginning of the uptrend back up because we broke um previous levels that were lower highs. So now we can literally begin to come back up to eventually get towards this area. So if I zoom out to get a better picture, if I draw my fibs here on a higher time frame, we literally could come out here to potentially look for a sell opportunity if it makes sense around the zone. But right now, I do see us still have time for a push. We still have a push up, or if we begin to retrace down, it's cool. Market could retrace and shoot up. So ideally, still looking for buy setups currently this week. But like I said, if we break structures, then I'll think about okay, it might be time for a sell. But at this moment, I'll focus on buy setups because based off the daily, I do see us potentially coming back up here. So that's my analysis so far for the week. And just remember, trade what you see, not what you think. And sometimes it makes sense to clear out your charts to get a better view during the week. Because sometimes when you have your charts not very clear, you might not see the current trend. So always try to see what's currently happening and adjust. Um, you have any questions, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think. We know we out here. Peace.